Good morning, ladies. My name is Julie Vancat, and I'm the teacher for Theology 103. Welcome to class. I'm excited to get to know you all. In the online format, that can be a little more challenging, but I get to read all of your posts, and that helps me understand you a little bit better, so I'm looking forward to that. Just tell you a little bit about myself. I am a full-time teacher at Mercy High School, and I'm an adjunct professor for both College of St. Mary's and Creighton University. And I've been teaching for College of St. Mary's for probably 6 or 7 years now. And now all of what I teach is online, so I bet I've had some of you in class before. A little bit about me personally. I grew up here in Omaha, Nebraska. I went to Holy Cross grade school, and I went to Gross High School, and then I went to University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I started teaching here in Omaha in 1993. And I taught for 2 years at Roncalli High School and then have been at Mercy ever since. I have a bachelor's degree in education with emphasis on English and speech, and I have a master's degree in theology with also a theology endorsement. And I spent my whole professional career teaching theology, and that's been for the past 25 years. Also, I have a family. I'm married. My husband and I have been married for 24 years. We have 4 daughters and a son, and our oldest is 23 and our youngest is 11. And so our life is pretty busy, as you can imagine. I know many of you have children and you know the joys of that, which has been the greatest joy in my life. But I also love teaching. It's a great thing, and I'm really excited again about the class. So about this class, basically you're going to be learning church history. And it will start with some biblical history and then carry through to today. And it's Christian history with an emphasis in Catholicism. So as far as what you do every week in this online class, you really want to stay on top of the homework. This is not the kind of online class where you just have a list of things to do and they all have to be done by the end of the semester. You do need to do things as you go. And in general, I don't really accept late homework. I will work with people, but I really need you to stay on top of things. Things that are turned in late will be penalized, so you will be, points will be deducted for that. Also, if you do have something come up in your life that is an extenuating circumstance, I want to know that immediately. Please communicate with me ahead of time. Don't let that just, don't turn in work and never talk to me about it. The best way to communicate with me is through my email that's listed on the syllabus. It's vancatj@mercyhigh.org. It's not the College of St. Mary's email. I will get those emails. I will respond to them, but I will respond quicker if you email me at the mercyhigh.org email address. I have set the course up on Canvas in modules, so every week is a different module, and within that week is a set of notes, and I created this just like skeletal notes so that you can take notes while you're reading, and then the quizzes are based on the things that are on those note sheets. So you won't be asked anything on a quiz that isn't on one of those sheets. You will each week have some sort of homework due. Most of the time that's either going to be a discussion or a reading task. So basically the difference is a reading task is more like you go research something and you write about it. A discussion is you respond to a question and then you comment on someone else's response. Most of those initial responses are due on Tuesday at 11:55 a.m. with a comment on someone else's response by Thursday at 11:55 a.m. For the discussions, I grade them as one thing, so you get a grade for both your original post and your comment on someone else's post. Okay? If you don't comment on someone else's post, you lose 5 out of 15 points. So you definitely want to do that. The reading tasks weeks, you don't have to comment on anything else or read anybody else's post. You're just doing a little homework assignment that helps you go beyond the reading and research a little bit more. However, some weeks you don't have to do either of those things, and that would be the weeks where I have assignments that are due in conjunction with the research paper that you'll do for my class. You're going to write one research paper. It's due later in class, but you're going to do an outline and a works cited and hand those in to me ahead of time. So the weeks those are due, you don't have a discussion or a reading task due. I do have all assignments due at 11:55 a.m., and that's in case you have any kind of technical problems so that you can contact PC Help and resolve that day, and then you let me know that you had some sort of technical problem. There are 4 quizzes that you'll take and 2 tests. The first test is the midterm, the last test is the final. The midterm is over the first half of the class, the final's over the second half of the class. This week, what I need you to do is introduce yourself. And when you introduce yourself, I'd like to hear a little bit about your background, but also what year you are, what you're studying, and I really like to know what religious affiliation you have, if you have one. This week, you're also going to read some introductory chapters that will give you some introductory information about some theological concepts and terminology about theology in general, but then the second chapter you read will be about the Old Testament. And so make sure you do the reading, make sure you take some notes, and I will do a video every Monday. I usually don't post these till Sunday or Monday morning, and I'll just overview the week and let you know about upcoming assignments. Okay, so good luck, and I'm looking forward to this semester.